Hey everybody, so it's February 27th and 28th, and I've just finished the A-wing last night. It's looking pretty good, I think. Since the last video, let's see, what did I do then? I dremeled up the surface. So in the last day or so, I've been painting it up. I used some dry brushing, some washing, and some airbrushing to kind of fill out the details of blaster marks. There's some dried silver paint over the top of it to reveal exposed metal from underneath. Close up, it looks really, really great. The texture and the depth of a lot of these blaster hits is really good, and I'm really happy about it. These in here, they look really deep and solid, and but they don't affect the overall performance of the craft if it were real. All the lights, as you can see, are working, and up here you'll notice that I put the canopy in. All I did for that was to slice right down there and pretty much lifted it off. Put the canopy in and then just glued that back on. So it can be pulled out again. The fit isn't exactly tight, but I do have another one to try again in the future. On the back here, there's probably not too much visual difference as far as the video camera goes, but what I did was these discs in here with the details on them, they were kind of thick, so I sanded those down so it was just the grating, and I silver painted that and then put some just a little bit of black over it to give it some carbon scoring. I put a clear piece of styrene right behind it, and because these engine rings are in, I can't really pull those out without any ease. So those are not glued in at all, they're just resting. They fit tight and snug. What else have I done here? I think I covered the aluminum tubes for the guns in another video. Did some airbrushing. The best of it is probably right there, but let me flip this over and we'll take a look at the bottom real quick. There's one other major repair that I did that was pretty freaking cool, and I'm glad I did it after all. So yeah, down here there's definitely a lot more airbrushing. I dirtied up some of the surface overall just to give it that lived-in burnt feel, and I think I definitely succeeded on that front. I think I went a little overboard in this area here, but I do like the way it looks, so I've got no worries about that. The connectors here are just a little loose, otherwise they'd be lighting up nice and fine. That's basically these railroad ties that are loose, so a little pinch with a crimper on those and that will be fine at that point. What else did I do? I put a little dull coat down on some of the decals to make them blend in a lot better. That worked out pretty well. Some of them were kind of shiny. And the other major repair that I did that I was really unsure about, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned, if I can shake this loose here, maybe not, let me put the camera down. So the other major repair is right here in the front. I fixed this rail on the side. You remember that it was pretty loose. And what I did was a technique that I wasn't sure I was going to do. First of all, how does that look to you as far as everything goes? Pretty tight fit. There is no apparent damage, right? Well, let's pull out the old lifter here and pull out that entire front. So I've got 4 magnets down there to hold things in. On the sides here you can see I put some styrene shelves to help keep the surface point level. Down in here to rebalance the rail, I put a little piece of Q-tip rod and balanced it against that. These magnets here are really tight. Initially what I did was to oh, it just wants to fit back now. It's really nice and really difficult to get out of there with just your fingers. So let's pull this out again and put it down somewhere else. So essentially I don't need this cover piece anymore. I could just put some regular thin styrene pieces down there to cover it up. So I got 4 really small magnets. Originally what I had done was to cut just this one square off, and then I realized I needed both sides, so I just sliced that free, and then glued them back together with some baking soda and super glue down the middle. So this is a really solid piece. Again, it's not quite as square as I had hoped it was going to be. Things cut a little untrue from what I was hoping, but it works, and the piece fits in really nice and tight, so it's nothing I'm really worried about. I got those really small magnets that are in there. Those work really well. So in this case, I can either pull the entire front out to get the power, or just as originally planned and designed, I can slip the power connectors in through the front here, and I think it's this side, then that side. Yep. So yet again, this works from the front. So this is done. One model finished this month, 2 actually, now that I think of it. So I had wanted to have this done by Christmas, and things definitely never work out the way you think they will. But I'm really glad I finished this one off. I'm going to get some green screen shots of it next, but I do have major repairs to do on the green screen area, so that might be a little while. I am very sure that I will sell this if anyone wants to pay a reasonable price for it. Otherwise I may eBay it sometime. I want to get another one and do this again. I'd love to have a few around hanging out in stock, but that's okay. I wouldn't mind letting this one fly the coop. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in one last video for this on the green screen footage, and I'll see you then.